Live action here at Williamsburg High School, actually Briar Creek Park, across the street from Williamsburg High School. And just a great event. Cannot say enough about the importance of this event. And it's something that we covered last year and just had to come back this year. But this is the honor. Joanne Mayhem Middleton, just a wonderful person, and this whole event is to honor her and her legacy here at Williamsburg, and not only at Williamsburg, but it's across the whole area. And it's an honor that this school allows us today to come and be a part of this. So, of course, Edward is fashionably late, and but he's getting the stuff put together, and hopefully we can put a good broadcast for you. Our opening game here at 12 starts with Williamsburg and Jellico, and Williamsburg's been really steady. Pretty good year so far. Don't know a whole lot about Jellico. I'd be lying to you if I told you if I did. But make some comments on us if you're hearing us well. Make some comments on us. Just let us know, especially if you're hearing us well. And of course, there's some StreamYard issues also, where I guess there's a third party option there with Facebook where it's making it really hard for us to cover these games on our Facebook pages. But we think we've got it figured out. But opening up for Jellico is looks like number 2. If I can get my roster up, looks like number 2, Lily Lawson for Jellico, and on the mound for we all know her, 44, Allie Wilson opening up here for Williamsburg. So we're underway. Like a 1 ball, 1 strike. Another call strike. No balls. I mean, 1 ball, 2 strikes on Lily Lawson for Jellico. Close. That was hard to lay off of that, but that goes 2 balls, 2 strikes. Opening action here at Williamsburg at Byant Creek Park, and they did a wonderful job getting the grounds ready. Had a lot of rain and weather here last night, so hopefully the rain and the weather will stay gone, and Edward is still over there clicking buttons and doing about a little bit of everything. Allie Wilson, 3 balls, 2 strikes on the mound, and a slow runner that could be trouble. Let's see if Williamsburg come back to play. They do. Good play out there by the shortstop. 1 out on the field. That's trouble, and Edward's still locked in on what he's doing, but we'll get her going here in a minute. Again, comment and let us know if you're able to hear us good. So power pitch right down the middle. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. So anybody viewing, let us know if you're here as well, and please comment. See if we can actually read your comments, because there's a lot of maneuvering around we had to do with StreamYard last night due to a third-party issue with Facebook, and that could be trouble. And they called him foul, and that would have been trouble. That could have been a base for. It looks like. It's hard to read the number. It looks like number 5 for Jellico. Houston. It's like Emily Houston. Good hack, wasn't able to make contact. So strike three and 2 outs already at the top of the first inning. And up to bat looks like Chloe Harmon trying to get her team rallied here. Get a little bit of a rally for them. Let's see if she can. Two balls, no strikes. 2 outs here at the top of the first inning. Two balls, one strike, 2 outs. Call ball 4 and number 16 for Jellico takes her base. And now up to bat for Jellico is, and again, it's hard to read these numbers, folks. You think they're traditional jerseys that you would see, but we'll get it as we go here.
All right, Mark, I think I might have everything back up and running, hopefully. Try to slide this thing over a little bit to where we can get the...
And a slow roller right there. That could be trouble. It looks like we're going to have runners at first and third. And no, she's going to take the no. She was wanting to take the base. Now she hung up and she got back to third. And she was wanting to get that run in, Everett.
Yeah, she was trying to be aggressive there, Mark, and was trying to go ahead and get a score up on the board. Why?
And hopefully we got somebody behind us to see if they can hear us well. Any viewers out there, if you don't care, make a comment on their page and see if we're able to see the comments, because we had to go and do a lot of maneuvering around, right, Everett?
We did. That was strike three, and now we're heading into the bottom of the first.
Not even a quarter in.
Well, our first comment comes in, says, y'all sound good. And our second comment saying, looking good and sounds good. Well, you know, from Amy there, I think somebody you might know, Mark. The looking good was talking about me. Sounding good was still talking about me also. I don't think anybody was talking about you, Mark.
Well, I actually dressed up today, for this. But while we got a minute, let's thank Bryant Family Medicine for, again, sponsoring us. And I just had the awfulest bunch of dust on my eyes there was. But, wow, that hurt. But, again, let's thank Bryant Family Medicine for giving us these opportunities. And not only what they mean for the sports scene, but what they do for families. And anybody familiar with the Wheeling County area knows about how good of people they are. And we are blessed for being able to do the stuff that we do and know that we've got a good sponsor like Dave Bryant and his family, and I cannot say enough and speak well enough for them. And my family's been battling the bug, Edward. We've had some sicknesses, and they've helped us right out. So
And just so everybody knows, we do love this music, but we do not own any rights to any of the music being played.
And Edward, I know you're calling the Williamsburg side of it, but like I mentioned earlier, these not the traditional looking baseball jerseys or softball jerseys, so it's really hard to get the numbers for the Jellico players, but we'll do the best we can.
And this is Haley up the bat for Williamsburg, number 10.
So it looks like number 5 for Jellico. It looks like Emily Houston pitching.
And that one could be trouble.
Now batting number 4, Mackenzie Rice.
Mackenzie Rice up to bat for Williamsburg, number 4. And just so everybody knows, we don't own rights to any of the music that will be played here tonight.
And Edward, if I could get you to call the game a little bit for us the next minute or so, I've got a couple of game players I need to post up that people really burning me up about. So do a little talking for us the next few minutes, and I'll get back to us.
Listen, that's just him. That's just Mark's excuse to be able to get out and walk around and try to act important. But everybody knows. And, during that time, Haley just actually took second and third. So Williamsburg does have a runner on third base.
Well, I mean, you could also thank me for saving the day about getting this StreamYard worked out for us. See, Edward could also thank me. He's thinking of the best way to thank me for lining this StreamYard out for us.
No. But you do have number 4, Mackenzie Rice up the bat, and that bounces right to the third baseman, and that will score 1 for Williamsburg.
Now batting number 44, Allie Wilson.
Number 44, Allie Wilson up to bat for Williamsburg. And we do not own rights for the music.
Well, the question is how long the equipment going to hold up?
And folks, Mark's over there taking a hack attack. And Allie gets a hold of that one, and she's going to take second. That will give Allie a double on the day. Now you have number 00, Chloe Harmon up to bat for Williamsburg. And we do not own rights to any of the music. And it looks like they're going to do a courtesy runner for Allie, and that would be number 11, Maddie Good. And she gets a hold of it, but that will be called foul. And sorry for all the breathing, Mark. Or everybody watching. Mark likes keeping his mouthpiece right up on his nose. Just saying. I don't know what kind of halls Mark's got here, but they don't taste very good. So note to self, do not steal halls from Mark.
Folks, you need to make a comment on Edward and tell him that beggars shouldn't be choosy. Well, I'm actually working trying to get game threads up here because my internet was out in my house.
And right now you have a full count for Williamsburg. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Now batting, number 12, Kendall Hamlin.
Kendall Hamlin up to bat for Williamsburg. And just so everybody knows, we do not own rights to any of the music. And we just got a comment from Robert Daniels that says, "Good afternoon, fellas. Hope y'all are doing good." Robert, we're doing great. It's always a pleasure when we see you on there commenting. And, it's always a pleasure to get down there to Pineville and give your Lady Lions some coverage and wish you best of luck the remainder of the season.
We know Robert's listening in. Robert, I'm going to ask you a question. Should Edward start bringing us breakfast at these games?
Says Mark, I'm not agreeing with nothing you say. Just Edward until you make an appearance in the Ville. Said basically he's only agree with me until you show up in the Ville. And so, unlike Mark, I actually come to the Ville.
Well, that does sound reasonable. So what Robert said, I owe him, right?
Yes, you owe Robert breakfast until you come to the Ville.
Maybe a biscuit and gravy and a hash brown, a large Coke or something, or is he like one of them sausage burrito type guys?
And so, I'll be in the Ville Monday because they got a big-time matchup on Monday.
At least it ain't the Louisville. I'm about to game thread. I'm actually working here, Edward. You're just staring at a.
And heading into the top of the second, it is Williamsburg 1, Jellico nothing. But Jellico's going to be looking to come out and try to gain a little bit of momentum here and be able to try to put some runs on the board. I'd be asking Mark his thoughts, but Mark's over here napping. I don't know what he's doing. He's acting like he's sleeping. And unlike Mark, I'm actually trying to bring you all scoreboards and let everybody know that this is the Bryant's Family Medicine All Sports Media Game of the Week. And we're looking forward to actually.
I do actually have a final now, Edward. If you want to know it, from the Jackson Hazard All A. Hazard won at 7-3. Pretty close game. Jackson held with arguably one of the state's best teams. So that's a pretty good statement game for Jackson. Nothing to hang your head about. But I'm back, and I believe all the game threads are up. If not, I'm sure Mikey will let me know real quick if I mess one up. But love him to death. He does really good for us, and Mikey, we love you. Keep up the good work, and appreciate everything you do for us. And apologies in advance. I don't know why I did on the baseball page here, Edward, but that's why I have to do this stuff when you're half asleep. But on their finals, I put down Saturday, April 26th, which should have been Friday, April the 26th. Yeah, because today's is Saturday, 27th. I don't know what. So,
And right now, the pitch count is 2 strikes for Jellico.
Really hard to see these numbers, Edward, on the Jellico jerseys. Not the traditional ones we're used to seeing, but we'll get them figured out. Ellie Wilson doing pretty well on the mound right now, but you just come to expect that from her. Just good athlete in a lot of sports. Good pitch right there. And that's 3 balls, 2 strikes. And Edward, you're going to have to help me out on figuring out some of these numbers here because, like I said, it's not really the traditional ones we're used to seeing. That looks like
was number
11. And Haley Jones got struck out on a full count, had the green light, took it. And that's one thing you don't want to do on a 3-2. Well, one out here on the top of the second inning, and again, I'm thankful to be here, and I'm finally back. Got all the game threads up, got all the finals up, so I'm ready to go. Edward, was you able to catch this number of this girl? If I'm guessing, if my lineup's right, it's going to be Hughes, Sophie Hughes for Jellico, if I'm right with this. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out, top of the second inning, 1-0. And I'm sure Edwards already got that wrote down anyway. Ball kicked in the dirt a little bit of a cover up. Pretty good defensive play right there, but you had no on base. You really didn't even have to do anything there. Just let it go.
Yeah, the only time you really got to start worrying about that is when you got runners on bases because they're going to attempt to try to steal the next base. And I was
blowing the dirt here, and should have definitely brought the sunglasses.
Yeah, and talking about the Ville Pineville, I was down there Thursday and got to watch them play against Clay County, and this is talking about runners on base. is that was what separated the game and allowed Pineville to win was aggressive base running.
Looks like Sophie Hughes took her base on the walk. I guess that was called fourth ball. I don't think it hit her. I'll just listen to you about Pineville there. Everton, you've been to a lot of Pineville games, and you know that team really, really well. And they play them a lot hard. And of course, Roberts instilled that in them. And it's a very likable team, a team that you have to like. I'm sure Coach Daniels will be the first to tell you that they're young, but they play them a lot of heart. And it's not a team for this year. This is a team for many years from here on out.
Yeah, I mean, I have to agree with you. I've covered them several times, but, you know, again, talking about that most recent game against Clay County is just like you've seen Stephanie or Sophie Hughes there, still second. That is what gave Pineville the edge was their aggressive base running.
Jody Snyder up the bat for Jellico, and looks like we got 1 ball, 2 strikes. Trying to make something happen for our team right here, and 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Allie Wilson just under complete control at this point in time. That's a slow run. Should be easy out. And they make, well, I'll say easy out. They make it look easy.
Yeah, you got 2 outs right now for Jellico. And you have a runner on third, so this is where, you know, if you're the catcher, you have to kind of keep your eye on the ball if there's any wild pitch.
And looks like, can you get the number there for me, Edward? I said the number's on the back. It's not in the front, so it's and where the umpire is like Lily blocking my view, they get the number.
That'd be number 1, but that was 3 back-to-back strikes.
Riley Crowley struck out. That ends the inning for Jellico. So now we go to the bottom of the second inning with Williamsburg leading 1-0. Oh, while we got a minute, I want to go back to, again, thanking Bryant Family Medicine and for what they do. And I also want to harp a little bit about Joanna Mahan Middleton. Edward, did you know of her? And I didn't know her personally, but you know we've heard the stories up here. She's well loved. She's well loved around the area. I worked for the Whitley County School System, and I had one of my bosses the other day just speak as well about her as you could humanly possibly speak about a human being. So I feel honored being here today.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. I didn't know her personally. I've just heard, you know, great things about her, about how she loved her community, was always involved in her community, and you know, when you have somebody like that that's just so involved, you know, you can't say nothing but good things about her.
But it looks like we're back to our norm. I mean, on their views, comments, is everything seems to be working good for StreamYard at this point? Folks, every time you think you've got a good system down, somebody changes it, and then you have to reset it. Whoa. Thankfully, we had the pits in front of us, right? I had to make one of them spectacular catches again that Edward wouldn't ever shut up about. I stood up, Willie Mays style, and caught that.
He's so full of. That was a great catch by the pitcher, just to get it straight to the first baseman to get the out for Jellico.
Number 5, Emily Houston for Jellico. She's a player.
and that is Caitlin Moses for Williamsburg up to bat. And just so everybody knows, we do not own rights to the music, even though Mark's over here dancing.
Folks, I pay almost over $3 for this bag of hogs, and they were just sitting eating the whole bag here before the end of the day and complain about each and every one of them.
2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. And
Hey,
you know,
what?
Mark ain't got to worry about me eating them hogs because them was nasty.
They were just don't know good taste, folks. That's what happens when you're an Ohio State fan, a Georgia fan, a Duke fan, or USC fan, Texas fan, national team of Puerto Rico fan, and it's until who are you a fan of.
Listen, when it comes to it, I'm just a fan of sports, Mark. I ain't like you pick and choose the teams that you like. Like, you know, tonight Mark's done placed bets on who's going to win, and me, I just want to see everybody win. And that one
That
is
would be hard to get to.
And that was number 10 back near the top of the lineup, Haley.
You know that Emily Fuson for Jellico, we know how good Williamsburg is. We've watched him a couple of times. She did quite well against a really good offensive team in Williamsburg. They're the good pitch.
And you just had number 19, Moses, still second base, Mark. And, you know, that's what sometimes it takes to win a game. You have to have that aggressive base running.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Maybe she lost track on where she was at. But it was a good throw by the catcher. It just didn't seem like she was.
And that will be another out by the pitcher, because that was a drop strike 3, and the pitcher just scoops it up and throws it to first, Mark.
Well, I go back to the last play on the stolen base. It was a good throw by the catcher. I just don't think that the girl out there realized exactly where she was at and really undercut that throw. There was the real opportunity of throwing that girl out there at second base.
I agree, because if I'm not mistaken, looked like it was either the shortstop or the center fielder that was sitting there on second, because they ran in and seen that, and I just think the other one just kind of cut off the pitch.
I'm sort of excited to see the model team come here. They really look at their schedule. The record don't stand out to you, but there's another stolen base.
Yeah, so that's what I was talking about. Aggressive base running. And, you know, that wasn't even no bobbled catch, nothing. That was straight in the catcher's mitt, and she still went to try to steal third.
I wouldn't think that would been a call pitch out because she's on third anyway. I wouldn't think that she would try to steal home, but who knows? Maybe she's trying to. She stole 2 bases. Maybe try to steal home right here. That's going to score a run.
And he going to get a double, maybe. Hey, you seen the coach was calling for her to take third, but she stopped at second. So, well, he does. Mackenzie Rice does get a double and RBI for that hit, but, you know, she could have possibly got a triple if she'd have looked at the coach. And now you have number 44, Allie Wilson, up to bat, and we do not own rights to any of the music that you will hear here today.
2-0 here at the bottom of the second inning, and Everett, I'm sure you're posting this and letting our viewers know about the score.
This is actually the bottom of the second, Mark. Well, see, if he wouldn't have a fence over us, I would have caught that one, Mark.
And it looks like we got a young man fixing to jump the fence to get that. That's another heads up. Just noticing these pictures behind us here. Ain't that a little dangerous with all the fire and stuff?
Well, I mean, it might be, but they make it look easy.
And that's going to be tough because that's like a mile in the sky. I knew that was going to be tough.
And Allie's going to take third, and maybe she's going to go. Oh, no, she stopped. She got a triple out of it. And that scores another run for Williamsburg. And that was a very high hit, Mark. I mean, that as high as that went up, I don't think you'd lose that ball in the air.
I don't understand the defensive mentality right there at all, but I'm not going to judge because I'm not a head coach. But that was just seemed like there could have been a better way to been able to. There's definitely a breakdown right there on the defensive side there.
And it looks like I see a model bus showing up, Mark. But right here in the second inning, you have Williamsburg leading 3-0 over Jellico, and Williamsburg does have a runner on third base looking to try to make it home with 2 outs.
I mean, you're up 3-0 at this point. It's no red button time or anything like that, but I'm quite impressed with this Houston girl, how she's getting her battle to a really, really good offensive team in Williamsburg. And that should be an out if it can get there, and it is.
That was a good heads-up play by the third baseman.
Now there's confusion on if that's the end of the inning or not.
No, they said that she juggled the catch. Oh, never mind. They changed it and said she is out.
Oh no, I think that's the right call. They was a bobble, but it did look like she got it toward the end.
It was a bobble, but to me, it don't look like it ever left the glove.
Yeah. So 3-0 going into the top of the third, and we've got a game here. Jellico is fighting hard at this point. And now they've got a little chant going on in there. Maybe a little bit feeling good about themselves at this point. Folks, I'm teasing Edward with this bag of Halls. And I can tell he keeps looking at it. And before you know it, he'll have half the bag ate. And then I'll start griping about it.
I don't have a clue what he's talking about, people.
I don't know what Amy was doing behind us, but she's rattling something back there.
No, but I am about to leave Mark right here in a minute and just go up there to the concession stand, see what kind of snacks they got, because, you know.
Well, that's what I was hoping Amy would do for me. Go up there and get some coffee or some hot chocolate or go get something up there. That's all part of being part of the media. It's all about teamwork.
You know, Amy could go up there and spend Mark's money and buy me some snacks.
Nobody has your top money ever.
You know, since I did come in clutch with all the stuff and, you know, get everything ready while he just sat here and just walked around.
Folks, the true story is, Ever comes here, he's like, I left my headset. Like, how you gonna call a game, Edward? I left my headset. So, well, Edward's using it right now, folks. And Nubwo gaming headset.
A headset is a headset as long as you can hear somebody. And true story is once I call somebody to get me a headset, Mark comes in and says, I forgot my headset. So how was he planning on calling one? See, I had a plan B. He didn't.
Folks, can't believe every word that Edward says. Can't believe every word he says. They call me Honest Mark.
They call him, honestly, I'll fib a lot, Mark. And off the fence.
Looks like number 2, Lily Lawson up to bat, the top of the order right now, and Jellico needs to get something going on here. And that's a model bus. See, they don't even want to come off the bus right now. I don't know what's going on with them? Are they all napping on the bus?
Well, they probably seen you, and you probably scared them off with the way you're looking today. I mean, folks, if I could show you a picture of Mark, y'all would quit watching too. Man, it looked like he shaved in about a month, and you know his hair's sticking up everywhere. Man, he didn't even try to clean up nicely.
Folks, I got a nice fresh shirt on, dress pants on. I actually shaved before this event. Everyone's got some kind of Pokemon. I don't know what kind of world it is. Animation. I don't know what it is.
First off, it's not Pokemon.
They're all the same.
This is a Dragon Ball Z hoodie.
Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon are the same. There's a good play out there.
No, on one of them you got to catch them all. The other one you just you don't. You level up. But you know, last time I was up here and you told me it's going to be a pretty day, I wore just a short sleeve shirt, about froze to death. So this time I came prepared.
Well,
that might lead to a double.
She's going to take 2. She's going for it.
And she got it. That was a heads-up play right there by the runner to step a little bit away from getting tagged.
And I said this a couple times ago. Emma Houston, she's a player, folks. What she ain't doing on the mound, she just showed she could hit the ball pretty good too. So pretty good all-around game so far by her. Looks like she's fixing to take base right there also.
Yeah, you can tell she's ready to go ahead and take third.
She's fixing to take off.
And you see the catcher get up each time, ready to throw that pitch, thinking she's getting ready to steal third.
Yeah, right here gets Jellico on the board right here.
And that will allow her.
Looks like number 16, Flo Harmon.
Well, I didn't understand that. She was taking third and then had to go back to second.
That was just power amongst power and just blew it right by her. Now you got 2 outs, and Jellico desperately needs to get a hit here just for momentum purposes, confidence. They just need a hit right now. This don't look like coffee. Yeah.
Where's my snacks?
Folks, I ask Gabby for coffee. He brings me a Mountain Dew. Edward asks for snacks. You don't get no snacks. That's going to be trouble right there. We got collision. Are they calling that a run?
She made it due to a missed catch on first, and then got to second with the overthrow to second, and that allowed number 5 from Jellico to be able to make it home. Mark.
There's a definite bang play right there. Real definite bang play. I don't. Who hammers it right there? Looks like Haskell for Jellico. Ira Haskell, if I'm pronouncing that right. And you know, you're hit away here, and you're right back to this game. Good eyes by the catcher right there. I thought that was wild pitch written all over it.
I did too. That was good eyes, like you said, by the catcher to be able to step over and grab that one.
And that's definitely going to be another base right there. Jellico's the business right now, Everett.
And right now, your pitch count is 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And if they can get any type of base hit right here, this would just about cut the score to 1.
There's a good pitch. That will get them out in the inning. 3-1 and going into the bottom of the third.
Well, folks, just so you know, Amy's on her second hot dog. Been to the concession stand 3 times and won't even bring somebody back any type of snacks.
Amy's not like that. It's all about Amy and her concession stand snacks. It's not about anybody else.
And here I haven't ate in a week, and I haven't had nothing to snack on.
Look at Chris over there. It looks like here comes Bottle now. The cleats are banging. The overall record ain't that good from all, but look at the teams that they played. They're really good. And look at Chris over there. Chris had his 14 days, and he asked Amy for a pump, and Amy would not buy it.
Now batting, number 12, Kendall Hammer.
And just so everybody knows, we do not own rights to any of the music being played.
And we do not own the rights for ever getting up and dancing to this stuff.
And just so y'all know, we will be saying that about every time you hear a song. Just due to the last game I was at, I missed one song saying I don't own rights to the music, and they took the video down due to copyright issues.
And that got away from her a little bit. You know, most of the time you can just see by the yeah, she's kicking the dirt around a little bit there. Most of the time you can tell by the release of how good the pitch is going to be. 2 balls, 1 strike, no out. Here's Bob at the third, and we got the game right now, Edward. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, this whole time, folks, I've had you all sitting at the top of the third. Forgot to change it. So I'm actually going to go ahead and update that.
All 4, and that just wasn't a good pitching series right there at all for Emily.
Number 22, Kylie Hall.
For most part, Emily's been pretty solid for Jellico, but that just that whole pitching succession right there just not her best suit so far. That was a good pitch right there. It was that was what we had been seeing for the most part of the game, and see a little bit of hesitation in between each pitches. I don't know if something's bothering her at this point, but you can see her taking more time between pitches, adjusting her mask. Something's definitely not going good right now.
And she's still second. She's headed to third. There's a good throw by the center fielder.
I thought that was an out right there. That was close. Good throw.
That's one of them bang bang calls, Mark.
That was a good throw. So Williamsburg's looking to add to the lead here, and any kind of contact right now to the first or the second base side should score the run. At this point in time, you just want to make contact. You want me to tell you a true story, Edward?
You got struck out on the mound.
This morning, I bought Amy breakfast, okay? And she don't even buy me a hot dog. And that should score the run, and it does.
And that's going to score a run.
And Edward, if I saw that right, she just barehand
Now
caught
batting, number 8, Jasmine Stevens.
You've seen that correctly. She did just barehand catch that, Mark. Folks, we do not own rights to the music, even though Mark was over there. I don't know what he was just doing.
And we do not own the rights to Edward. Now you hope that she's okay. That was a weird land. That's not a good land. You hope that she's okay. She definitely got tangled up with that second base line, and that just didn't look good from that accident. Hopefully, she shake that off. That was just not a real friendly land. She definitely got twisted up when she hit the base, and prayers to that young girl and her family. Yeah, she's back up. And that's exactly what you want to say.
And you hear
Let's
everybody
hope that
clapping,
she's
showing
able
their
to walk it off,
sportsmanship.
and it looks like she is. She's tough. She ain't like you, Edward. She's tough as nails. She'd be out there crying your eyes out. She's just going to shake it off, get right back in there.
Sometimes it takes you being tough as nails.
Well, let's see.
And they're going to bring in number 13, Lacey Burt.
Really, really good center. Be able to walk off. I don't care what team you pull for, what region you pull for. You want all these student athletes. You want them happy. You want them healthy. At the end of the day, folks, it's just a game. So we're back to action. 4-1. Williamsburg with still no out. Runner at second. That looks like that's gonna. I thought it would bring a base, but ball kicked off the what would you call that? The backstop.
Defense.
Yeah, backstop, whatever you want to call it. Kicked off pretty heavily right there.
That was a great jumping catch by the
Well,
catcher.
Harvey just showed off her little Jordan instincts right there. She jumped about 17 feet in the air to catch that, but good play by her. Good pitch. I don't know what happened there, but we had a fall, and she's a little embarrassed. She laughed it off out there. Folks,
That
that's
is
just one of them times.
Jasmine
I hope
Stevens.
I didn't get seen on that. There's another good pitch. That's going to be trouble. But good play out there. Good play, good throw, good everything.
Good heads up play by the third baseman, Mark.
Now batting number 6, Megan Park.
I'm sort of impressed with both these teams, especially Jellico. We know how good Williamsburg is. We've seen them play earlier, and it beat a really, really good Hart County team. If I'm right, it's Hart County, right?
Yes.
And we know how good Williamsburg is, and Jellico's right with them at this point in time. Real good.
They are, and
they've got some athletes. I mean, Flo just showed right there that she can probably slam dunk the ball.
yeah, and I just want to say again, we don't own rights to any of the music.
And we don't own the rights to Edward singing either.
And, we got a lunch that says, tell Mark he needs to buy Amy lunch. So, Mark, make sure you buy Amy lunch.
I just bought her breakfast. So I have to buy breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
Why, yeah.
Now batting number 19, Caitlin Moses.
Caitlin Moses up to bat for Williamsburg. And just so y'all know, I do not own rights to any of the music.
We do not own the rights to ever singing these songs either. Number 5, Emily Houston, that's the mound. It's pretty solid for the most part. Battling a really, really good offense. There's a screamer. That's going to score a run.
And she just put it right there in what I like to call the no catch zone.
Now batting number
And
10,
something I just didn't
Haley
understand is the center fielder came all the way from the center field all the way up to cover second base, Mark.
Yeah, there's a. I think Williamsburg sort of getting their eye right now. Dude. It looks like the offense is starting to wake up a little bit this inning.
And that is number 10, Haley Baird, if I pronounced that last name right.
And there's Chloe again showing her AKA Michael Jordan skills right there. That's about the fastest inning. Maybe we should ask her at the end of the game here if she could actually slam dunk the ball. She's got some elevation. And there's a hot shot, but I think it went got behind the base right there.
You know, I've always been meaning to ask. I see all these student athletes with those sports tape. And I think it's that copper fit tape. I wonder if that actually works because, you know, back in my day, we didn't have that stuff.
No, we had rubbing alcohol. Or Epsom salt.
Or what they used to call boo-boo medicine, which was high-powered liniment. That you used to be able to get at the good old-fashioned flea market, Mark.
I guess. Folks.
Yeah, see, Mom used to tell me that's what she had to use on you all the time because you called it a boo-boo.
I'll plead the fifth on some of the. Comments out there. Let's have a vote. Maybe somebody can comment and break the vote. Which one's better, the copper tone tape or whatever Edward was talking about, or good old fashioned Epsom salt? So what do they call it? Copper tone?
Copper fit.
Which is better, copper pit or Epsom salt? Somebody comment on it and let us know which one's better. Old school Epsom salt or new school copper pit stuff.
I would just have to say good old-fashioned icy hot.
Icy hot ain't old fashioned.
And now batting, number 4.
It is.
Mackenzie Rice.
I mean, if you broke a bone, you could stick it in Epsom salt, it'd be healed the next day. Epsom salt like cured all.
Well, you know, see, back in my day, Mark, we didn't even have Epsom salt. We just rubbed dirt on it and went home.
Epsom salt's before your day.
They didn't make that back in my day. See, my generation, we was raised up and rubbing a little dirt on it and just said go on. A little dirt and some duct tape.
But you didn't even know what dirt was growing up. One thing you knew was games and Slim Jims.
I don't remember doing the games, but I do remember eating Slim Jims just because Macho Man Randy Savage told me to.
Yeah, you snapped up to the medium of Slim Jim.
Oh, yeah. Listen, when Macho Man told you to snap into a Slim Jim, you're supposed to.
Where's their guy Ryan at? Is Ryan commenting or is Ryan left the building? I think that pitcher was throwing at you right there, Edward. I'd throw at him too.
Now batting, number 44. Allie Wilson.
Now you're in danger zone. You got Allie Wilson up the bat, bases loaded. This is not who you want up the bat with bases loaded. Now you're definitely in danger zone.
You got bases loaded, 2 outs. And, folks, we do not own rights to any of the music.
Yeah, you definitely don't want her up the bat with bases loaded. And there's one that's sky high one. Let's see if she can make the play, and she does. Well, she tripped on her own feet there earlier in the inning, and then she saved the day with that catch on that 50-foot shot there. I couldn't see it.
If she wouldn't have caught that catch right there, that would have easily scored 3.
But while we've got a minute, again, let's thank Bryant Family Medicine and Edward. I tell you, my allergies are killing me. If I wasn't on air right now, I'd probably be blowing the nose and doing a little bit of everything right now. But the allergies is definitely acted up. Maybe I need to go to Bryant Family Medicine and get some good allergy medicine, you know, and them treat me for my allergies.
You might need to, Mark, because I get tired of having to deal with you over here in your hack attacks.
Has anybody answered the Epsom salt question yet? Folks, we need somebody to answer. Which one's better, copper, pit, whatever, or Epsom salt? I vote Epsom salt.
I vote some just good old fashioned dirt and some black tape.
Yeah, you don't even know what dirt is.
See, back in my day, we didn't have Epsom salt. We just had to do it the real way.
But I guess we're in the top of the 4th. 5-1.
You know, back in Mark's day, he had boo-boo medicine and some cartoon Band-Aids he used to put on his scratches.
We couldn't afford the cartoon Band-Aids. We had to get the cheap stuff, the little brown Band-Aids. I could afford the good stuff.
Well, see, you can actually buy the cartoon Band-Aids for $1, and the little brown Band-Aids are expensive these days. That's what I buy for my kids, all these cartoons.
Not back in my day, it wasn't. Haley Jones up the bat for Jellico. Desperately trying to get some kind of a rally going here.
Back in my day, we didn't even have Band-Aids.
And that's, let's see if she can beat it out. A good play out there. Good recovery. And you can see Haley make a gesture. She's like, I want to replay. I'll say. She made a gesture. But they don't have replay. I believe number 3 up to bat. Jellico really needs to try to get the run.
And Mark's over here taking a hacking call. And, you know, talking about that All-A tournament that's going on, you know, Jackson County did lose to Hazard County, but again, that's not that's a good loss if there's such thing. But, you know, there's nothing to hang their head over because what we got told, you got to win 2 to advance to the next day. So, you know, they've still got 2 more games to go that they can easily win and still be able to advance.
Yeah, I mean, if you can play Hazard that closely, you play anybody. So, gotta keep digging, right? And sometimes these tournaments are based upon matchups, seeds, bracketing. I mean, of course, you gotta beat the opponent in front of you, and any coach in the world will tell you that. But now, you know, sometimes maybe you need a little bit of lady luck on your side.
Yeah, and you know, they did face one of the best pitchers in the state today, too. I mean, they did go up against Peyton Fields from Hazard, which is only an 8th grader, threw several no-hitters, and, just strikes out everybody that comes up to the plate. So to be able to play them as close as they did, that's amazing.
Well, Candace, she could hold her own for anybody too for Jackson County, and
Absolutely.
that would be that would have been a fun game to watch.
I agree with you 100%. You have, a couple of the best pitchers in the state. I mean, I'd probably even go as far as probably even in the nation going against each other. And, that would have been a fun game to watch.
It looks like we're headed to the bottom of the fourth, and I've been really, really impressed right now with Emily of Houston. She's, for most part, to this point, sort of quiet to Williamsburg about that a little bit. She also did it, she's got some hits there also, and one I know for sure is really
Now
impressive
batting,
for her at
double
this point.
zero. Chloe Barman.
Chloe Barman up the bat for Williamsburg, 0-0. And just so we know, I am going to go Kung Fu fighting. Oh, sorry. But if we do not own rights to that music, even though Mark was over here doing the boogie.
And they were just knocked their equipment over, too.
Getting ready to get up and bust a move if they keep playing that song.
Well, the question of the day is, again, which is better, Copper Tone Pit or Epsom Salt?
That was nearly a beautiful catch by the shortstop.
Now batting, number 12, Kendall Hamlin.
Unlike Mark, I do support our group. So I do have my Bryant Family Medicine All Sports Media long sleeve shirt on, Mark. That has the logo where you can see it, not a pocket size, to where everybody has to wear glasses or a magnifying glass to be able to look at it. Now, last time I wore that shirt, I'm pretty sure I was at a Millsboro game, and everybody asked me what my shirt said because they couldn't see it. It was so small.
Folks, I tell you, Edward will wake up griping about coffee being too strong or too weak.
If it's too weak, yes. My coffee has to be strong enough to walk.
See what I said, folks?
If it ain't a walking coffee, it ain't no good.
Foul ball and good play right there to be patient enough to let it run its course and to roll out foul. And Jellico just needs to get out of this inning. You don't want no more runs put up on you right now. You just need to find a way to get some runs. Now, I'm starting to agree with you. These halls ain't that much. They're starting to die.
I tried to tell you.
Amy is slacking. She should have got better halls.
Now batting, number 22,
Slacker.
Kylie Mulholland.
Kylie Mulholland up to bat. And just so everybody knows, we do not own any rights to this music, even though if you just seen what I seen, it would have hurt your eyes. I mean, Mark up here trying to dance, and it wasn't a pretty sight. And in that process, number 10, Kendall Hamlin or number 12, my bad, decided to steal second base.
I've seen that about 2 or 3 times. Glad that's close. She plays basketball. Thought she should be.
I mean, she's jumping up to the top of this fence trying to catch some of them.
And that could be
And
trouble.
that could be
That's
trouble,
definitely
and it will be trouble. It's going to lead to possibly 2 runs. And it did lead to 2 runs.
Edward, that ball, when it was hit, it's like it just quit. That wasn't even a normal fly ball. Just like it had weight on that ball because it was hit and just dropped straight down about as quickly as you could have started. The outfielder had 0 chance to get that.
And that brings your score, if I'm not mistaken, 7-1.
You can't take away from Houston. All in all, she's pitched a really, really good game. It's just it's like that last play right there. That was just a dead duck in the air. They just no chance to get that.
And that one could be trouble too. That's going to lead to another run for Williamsburg.
Yeah, that was that's a very makeable play out there. Just wasn't able to make it. But all of a sudden, Williamsburg's fixing to blow this game wide open at this point. It's 8-1.
And
I'm not understanding that right there. Maybe you can educate me, but that's been about 3 or 4 times where the trouble's good. It's almost like they're not understanding the positions they need to be at this point. I mean, can you educate me on that one? I don't know. Seems like
what it is they're not communicating. Because the pitches are good. Looks like they're on time to be able to get to them. But it just looks like the second baseman is undercutting the shortstop.
I agree with you. They need to be better communication out because the drones are good. The drones are right there. Unless they're thinking that they can't get the tag down and just, playing it safe.
I mean, it could be, but, the multiple times we've seen that, it looks like, the pitch, the throw has been good enough to reach the shortstop that was behind and allow them to have the timely manner to be able to still tag out.
There was a couple of them that looked like there was enough time to put the catcher to tag down. No, they don't send a runner, and that's it's a ball 4, so I don't think that they could have seen it.
Now batting, number 19.
Well, it was a ball 4, but it was a missed catch too, so. And we do not own rights to the music.
See, I about made one of them circus catches right there for it to come over.
That is number 19, Caitlin Moses, up to bat for Williamsburg.
Folks, just a story that, in case you guys don't know, we was in Somerset a couple of weeks ago. I made probably a ESPN top 10 all-time circus catches. The blood, the sweat, the tears, the determination. It showed the all-out heart I had to make that play and to make it bare-handed. And Edward's never been the same since, folks.
Folks, just so you know, he was sitting in a chair. The ball fell right in his hand. He didn't do nothing other than just hold his hand out and it fell there. And he will never let that down. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with him. He's never gonna let that down. He's been saying it for like the last 3 to 4 weeks. Every time that he gets to.
Folks, that's his story. My story's a little bit different.
The thing is, my story's the true side.
Edward's stories are like fish's stories. Here in 2 years, probably tell you I didn't catch it.
Haley Baird.
Well, you did. But now Haley Baird, number 10, up to bat for Williamsburg. And now you see the catcher going out there and kicking the dirt around.
A timeout, mound, a pretty good timeout because it's time to reach in the pocket and get the red button, right?
Yeah, because the bases are loaded with no outs, Mark. So you're at least going to go through 3 more batters unless you get a double play or something.
Yeah, this guy can get out of hand really, really quick at this point in time. And folks, I will tell you that wind is blowing straight in. Literally straight in. I would seriously doubt if there's any home runs here today. Because every time it blows in, I can tell you, I'm getting about 14 pieces of dust in the eyelids.
And right now, if you're Jellico, you just want to play. You just want to play first.
There's a good play. There's a good play. I don't know what's happening here, but it looks like it's going to score a run.
It did score a run. The girl on third didn't run because they thought that third baseman was going to get the run around on third. Catch by the first baseman that allowed the third baseman.
Maybe they're saying that the third baseman got the tag out there. They're saying the third baseman got the tag out there. So.
Yeah, she got the automatic tag out for the second baseman that was supposed to go to third. The third baseman called it, tagged to third base, threw it to first. First baseman missed the catch, so she got the automatic out.
Thatcher just spoke clear. 9-1. Fourth. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And I can definitely tell you without a shadow of a doubt that Chloe Harmon can definitely play basketball because she's got the leaps on her.
She's got more hops on her than what you did back when you was jumping off a trampoline, Mark.
I threw like Jay was throwing. I landed probably around that area.
The only thing that you was dunking, Mark, was a donut.
And they got by this inning ago, and let this thing get by with them now. Guess who's at bat with the bases loaded again? This is what you don't want if you're Jellico.
I think she remembers last time too.
I think she remembers last time too, because she sort of seen around you. You put me in this position. Why? He took a really, really good pitch right there. Oh, he probably could have knocked over there to one or somewhere. Took a good pitch that time.
Right now, Allie's her pitch count is 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bases loaded for Williamsburg, so they could blow this wide open with a good hit right here, Mark.
And look at this one there, the one he messed with. Looks like purposely being done. That a lot of these pitches aren't even close right now. And now just about made a miraculous catch. See, not a normal human being can do what I do. See right there, case proved.
Anybody could do that if it falls in their hand, Mark. You didn't even have to move. Ball forward, which will lead to a score for Williamsburg.
You know, you don't really want to walk around in that situation.
0-0. Chloe Barman.
But you almost forced to have to do that almost in that situation.
You was, but at any time, you know, you want to just try to go ahead and strike out somebody.
So again, Williamsburg get ready to blow the game wide open.
Yeah, I mean, you got bases loaded and only 1 out right now, so you know you've still got at least 1 more chance to be able to try to knock a couple of these runs out.
0-0 Chloe Barman up the bat. Break this game wide open at this point.
And you know she's looking to get a hold of this one.
We're getting a pinch runner in for Allie. Pretty good move. Get her kind of rhythm there for next inning. That walks in another run.
Now batting, number 12, Kendall Hamlin.
It's 11-1 right here. You know, you look at that run stuff. You know, you get up to 15 runs here, and then you get to the run roll. Game's at 10. You got the bases loaded, still 1 out. You're definitely putting.
And just so everybody knows, we don't own rights to any music that has been played here tonight.
There's
Chloe Harmon, if she doesn't play basketball, she needs to.
And that could be trouble. That's a slow roller. And I didn't think they'd be catching up with it. And that will score another run. And
now batting, number 22, Kyla Holland.
And a hit by Mulholland right now will probably put the game out. Well, inside the park home run would end the game. He was definitely trying to knock for the moon right there. And of course we get that win. Brown's got that copper tone stuff on too. We need to start asking these student athletes if they even know what Epsom salt is.
That stuff back in the old days, it don't work. It's all about the dirt and the black tape.
Wow, that's at least two. No, they hold the runner up. Good defense out there. So now at 13 to run
Now batting
one.
number 8, Jasmine
We look at that 12 run lead. Bates a clear hit right here was probably end the game at this point.
Yeah, you put it in what I like to call the no catch zone, and I'm pretty sure that'll at least bring in 2 to 3 right here.
And you got a lot of skill in pitching right now for Williamsburg too. There's trouble. There's trouble. Let's go at least score 2. And I got a rounder, but it didn't.
And that does score at least 2 runs for Williamsburg.
Now we're at 14, and see what the timeout's about.
That is 15 to 1.
Now batting number 6, Megan Park.
So a hit here, and that's a slow roll. And there was just that was just a mistake. You got to feel for them girls. For the most part, she's pitched a really, really good game. That was just a mistake.
Yeah.
She was taking the bases low to try to get the fourth, but it wasn't. Just a mistake.
You know, it's an easy mistake to make when you know the bases has been loaded the majority of this inning, and you know not taking that quick second to look. You know, it's an easy mistake that anybody can make. Hello.
At this point, I don't know if I would be trying to force anything to third because a bad throw or anything could really put this game away. There's a slow roller. Good play out there. That scores the run, and that puts Williamsburg up at 16-1. And I believe the run rule will kick in. And I believe that will be final here. 4 innings. Williamsburg beats Jellico 16-1. And we're fixing to end our broadcast, and we want to thank everybody for listening and all the viewers, all the comments. A big shout out to Bryant Family Medicine, and for that, might be on later on. It's just according to how the internet and all that stuff works, but we won't let you know on our pages if we'll be broadcasting anymore. But that being said, have a good day, folks.